day, fellow investors. So you clicked on this YouTube video because this video is on YouTube, so I must be doing something good, as 215,000 of you have subscribed to this channel already. But when it comes to investing in YouTube, you have to be very careful about what is our incentive when we make our videos. Munger says, show me the incentive and I will show you the outcome. This is one of the most powerful sentences and ideas from his book Poor Charlie's Almanac, and we'll discuss another idea even more powerful. And if you just grasp these two ideas from this video, I'm sure it will change your life fundamentally for the long term. Now, I made a video and Bill here commented, you're trying to find any possible topic to attract viewers to make money now. Well, this was on this video where we discussed how index funds might be in a bubble, 40 times up already over the last 40 years. I'm just saying that expecting the same over the next 40 years might be a little bit exuberant, and one should adjust his expectations. But when it comes to videos, of course, I make videos, I have a YouTube channel, and the incentive of YouTube for all of us there is to make videos to understand the YouTube game, and we'll also discuss all the other channels that you watch according to my YouTube analytics. So let's start with the YouTube game. What does it mean, and what is YouTube's incentive? Also something to understand very good. If I go to my channel analytics, so I've been publishing, testing daily videos for the last few months, and over the last weeks I've done one every other day, and immediately YouTube tells me the following: publishing fewer videos is causing your channel views to be lower, but the ones that you uploaded recently perform better than usual. However, if we look at the number of views daily when I published daily, you can see that as soon as I stopped publishing daily, everything goes lower. And perhaps the most important statistical factor there is impressions. How much is YouTube recommending me? So this is the number of impressions that I would get daily when publishing daily. But as you can see, as soon as there is one video missing here, the number of impressions crashes. So it is YouTube's incentive to have as much videos as possible and have you on YouTube as long as possible and as frequently as possible. So YouTube's incentives, and YouTube is pushing us to do daily videos, to do shorts, to do lives, to do posts, to entertain you as much as we possibly can. That is YouTube's incentive. And then, of course, the more videos you make, it is better for your YouTube channel. So that's the answer to Bill's comment there. But I really think it is important to understand the incentive of the YouTuber, because when it comes to investing and stocks and finance and personal finance, at the end, you have to understand it is your money. So it is your money, it is your life, it is your risk and reward. And by understanding the incentive, you will find better value from all the content that is here. So let's turn to my incentive, so that when you watch my videos, okay, you know what's Sven's incentive, what does Sven do, how does Sven make a living, and then you will also likely better understand how to get value from what I do. Maybe paid, maybe not paid. Even if not paid, you will get more value by understanding my incentive. That's the key there. So my incentive, my key incentive is, of course, exposure. Now, I am donating the earnings from YouTube. If you go to my website, if you go to charities, so charity, and here you can see what we do, what is the plan. We are now saving for a bigger projects. We have helped with 5 or 6 schools in Nepal. We have donated now about 60,000. I'm not noting every dollar here. I am, as said, saving a little bit, but the proceeds of YouTube go to the company, that everything in that company will be donated. So that is not something that I have to cater euro for euro, but you can see here a little bit what is done. So my incentive is, okay, I really love doing videos and helping as much as I can with the charities, but my incentive is exposure, and the earnings are donated, but my incentive is exposure because I am a researcher and I have a research platform. Again, back to my page, you can also see here the research platform. If you click there, you can see what I do there, what is my idea behind it, what is the research process, why it is separated. Everything on the research platform is separated from YouTube. Even if it is similar, we have this as a free comparative stock list, but there are also companies that are premium. So where I dig deeper, for example, copper will be just premium, just to separate a little bit what I do. And check this out if you maybe can get value there. That might be some interesting. You can see the covered stocks, you can see my portfolios, you can see what I do, what I think, how I think, and that's, let's say, the core of what I do that summarizes all the content on YouTube. Now, this was a nice comment. Sven, you are not pushing your paid research platform as much as other YouTubers. Is it because you're making a lot of money investing that you don't care, or just to seem cool and not lose credibility with pushing it too much? Well, if you again look at the YouTube game, you can see here that I had 745,000 views over the last month. But if we look at the audience, I had 167,000 unique viewers. So I've published about 25 videos, and on average, a viewer watches 3 to 4 videos, let's say 4, and therefore I should push at the beginning of every video, I should push my platform, because if not, then that viewer, that potential customer is lost. But when it comes to those things, and this is the reason why you see other YouTubers maybe pushing more, because if you will lose the customer, the viewer, then you might get something from him. That's the incentive. But here, when it comes to marketing, another gem from Charlie Munger: the best marketing ever is the work you do on your desk. When I read this, it really blew my mind. So the best marketing I can do is to do the best work I can do, and over the long term, that should lead to the highest possible return. Of course, it's always the same. And therefore also I make videos, I try to give value there, so I'm trying to improve the quality of the videos. You can see here a detailed copper analysis that I recently did, discussing the risks of investing in crazy growth stocks like InMode, then discussing ADM as a quality business, and then also gold mining stock as an opportunity to add something from an all-weather portfolio. So I think that by pursuing this and following this, I can give value on YouTube, of course, gaining exposure, and then some of you might find value in more products that I offer. Some of you will just enjoy the YouTube content. Nothing wrong with that. I also wrote a book. I thank you for the great ratings there, for the great feedback. And something also very important to share here is that I rejected many offers from creating funds, ETFs, collaborations with various businesses, huge businesses that wanted to invest in me, sponsorship tools, whatever. I rejected a lot of that because a friend of mine tells me how it is easy to make money. The hard part is to know when you have enough, and that is also a problem I feel, I sense with all other YouTubes, including me, because it's hard to know when you know enough. So my incentive, I try to give education value on YouTube, entertainment value, time value. If I research something, you get the summary in 10 minutes. It saves you hours and hours of research, and then also research value on the platform. And we try to create a thread line through all the content with the YouTube portfolio over time, and the same I do on my research platform with other interesting investments that we follow. But there is a problem, and if you just search Sven Carlin research platform on Google, the first thing that you see is, of course, I published some articles on Seeking Alpha, but the first thing you see is Seeking Alpha's article with my name there, and then you have top rated stocks find top-rated stocks using Seeking Alpha's rating screener, the best of Seeking Alpha, high conviction stock ideas picked by our experts just for pro. And when it comes to this kind of things, also something to understand with my research platform, what's the incentive there? If you want to sell more, you just need to give more action to customers, and that's also something that will trickle down when we discuss other YouTubers. You want stocks to buy, you have money, you want to put it to work immediately, you have no patience, you want all markets, you want all ideas, you want all opportunities, and you want stocks to buy. Whenever I make a video, top watched stocks to buy, or I'm buying, or something like that. That is also something to understand behind that research platform, content versus investing quality, where investing quality can be one buy over 5 years and that's it. That's also something I have to still work on separating then, that I am streamlining that over time to separating entertainment and fulfilling what you want, which is stocks to buy, definitely, and real quality investing. So I'm trying to do both, because my goal here on YouTube and everywhere is to have win-win-win situations for everyone, but always keep in mind it's your money, it is your life. Now let's also discuss other finance YouTubers, because that's the world I am also swimming in. And if we look at other finance YouTubers here, these are the channels that you watch the most. So we have CNBC, that's news, that's a lot of videos, so that's just entertainment, itsy bitsy pieces of information, I think. But then we have somebody else like Everything Money, so three guys discussing investments, making a lot of videos, so they are clearly playing the YouTube game. I think they are doing a good job. I'm not watching them, so nothing to add there. I see that they go for value investing, which is always better than anything else, long-term investing, so nothing wrong with that. But as I said, I haven't watched the video, I think, what they do really, and I don't know what their incentive is, if they're selling something, if they're creating a business to sell it to somewhere else or something like that. Maybe they will make a video about what their incentive is. That would be nice if all the YouTubers make, so that we can understand the incentives back, the long-term projects behind the work there, just to have things clearly. Maybe we'll do a collaboration one day, we'll see, in the winter. Now, financial education, Jeremy, so he is the one that started all of this. I think he started this 6-7 years ago, before all of the others. He was the trailblazer, and he's now not in a great situation, because he has been following those growth stocks, and those growth stocks have been hammered lately, so really destroyed. But I would not put the blame here, any blame on Jeremy. I just think that Jeremy was just catering to the customer, to what customers wanted. So his incentive was to find growth stocks, to push them, to publish them, because he was getting crazy views on those growth stocks, and that's his incentive, that's how he made money, and he just produced the content actually you wanted. And I discussed a lot of his ideas. A lot of you asked me about very good food. I also made a video when they sent me an email offering to pay me to make a video. So this is again a great educational video about very good food, about how internet on YouTube finance stocks actually works with some companies. So some things are borderline legal, I think, without proper disclaimers. Then I made TTCF, the risks. I hope I explained the risks. Of course, it was possible to 100, but as I said more than a year ago, when the stock price was 20, it was very risky. However, on the other hand, I also said that Tesla was risky from that perspective, and others, most of the YouTubers there, were pretty strong and made a lot of money likely on Tesla. So that is just the risk and reward, and you have to understand the risk and reward properly, because on YouTube I think that everybody finds his own public. We are all different when it comes to risk and reward, style, appetite and everything. the incentive for us is to cater to the public, to YouTube, to money and sponsors, and that's something you need to understand. And when it comes to Jeremy, if you look at his initial videos, and I'll tell you now something interesting about him that might put a different light. So he made a lot of videos starting 2015, 16, I don't know when, but you can see here already Tesla. So who bought Tesla 5 years ago made a lot of money. Of course, with such a strategy, sometimes you lose. If you just look at how these boom and growth stocks go, sometimes you make a lot of money, but then sometimes you really are in a pickle. So that was the risk and reward, that was what people wanted, and that was what Jeremy is still offering. So I would not blame Jeremy, I would not say anything against him. It's just that he was catering to the incentive he got from YouTube to what the public wanted. Same for the other guys there. But very interesting. This was the kind of videos Jeremy was making, how much money he made about YouTube. And then I remember I got on YouTube to such a video, and then I said, if he can do it, then maybe there is also a chance for me. Of course, I'm saying it now more politely than I was thinking about, but here we are now. Thanks to Jeremy, there is a Sven Carlin video, so I will always be indebted to Jeremy for being a trailblazer for investment financial education on YouTube. So thank you, Jeremy. Just a sympathetic note, I think, to give there. But again, always watch the incentives, what they are doing. Now, another channel that I'm very happy to see here on the list is Brandon's van der Kolk, New Money. He really went for quality, making a video a week, something like really against YouTube, but he makes film magic quality informational videos, which is really kudos to you, Brandon. And if I had to subscribe to one of these, it would be absolutely Brandon van der Kolk and New Money. I really enjoy watching him getting the idea, so really great. Then we have the Millennial Money, so they really boomed, they really discussed the topics, the hot topics, they really understood how the YouTube algo works, and they made a lot of money on that with huge amounts of subscribers. Of course, now they are a little bit in the trend negative, but I think they play the game so that they make as much money as they can while the party is going, which is then again an incentive to understand, and they will keep being in the positive likely if they didn't do any stupid things. So nothing bad with that, but that's what their work and that's their incentive. The more videos they make, the more money they make, and that's always good for them, and you get entertainment. For the other YouTubers here, I don't know if I ever watched one of these videos, so I have nothing to comment. Of course, everyone is following his own niche and looking for his own audience, and each one of you will find what you're looking for, and there is so much diversity on YouTube, which is always a positive, but watch the incentive because it is your money. So I think that free advice is usually the most expensive advice because it costs nothing to give. You're incentivized to give advice, to be convinced. But when it comes to YouTube, I always say, or to any product related, even paid products, go for information and then see how that fits you. I think that's core to understand. It's fun for sure, entertainment. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can also get a lot of education, understand what can go wrong, to do growth stocks really fit me. You have learned that what can go wrong over the last year. You can learn what can go right, wrong, because at the end it's your money. Understanding risk is key. It is your life, and at the end it's you that pulls the trigger when it comes to an investment, an idea, something. So at the end it's always about you. So inform yourself well, try to understand the fallacies you have, read Charles Munger's Almanac, because that's the core book if you want to understand how fragile we are, how we make mistakes, and how to have a great life. I hope you will see now the back end of YouTube. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this, and check my other videos. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.